Hey, Verna here. We are doing Christmas cheer. Sorry about that. I'm shaking the table. It's earth shaking. Verna, Christmas cheer 2020. Today is the 17th, and we're doing number 16. We are in the middle of a 5-part series reading a story by me, Maggie's Christmas cheer. We're in part 2. So if you haven't listened to part 1, you definitely want to stop this video, go back and find part 1. So Maggie's Christmas Angel. I brought this little angel here with us today just to kind of keep us in the mood. Okay, so we know Maggie had a meltdown, right? And she's just frustrated that nobody seems to care anymore. It's all about the material, and there just seems to be this sadness that she's in the middle of, but it's turned into the anger, and so she has expressed herself, cried herself to sleep, and Ted is trying to smooth things over. Ted's the husband. Okay, and Ted's led into his kid too. So anyway, here we go. Ted kicked aside the brown grocery sacks as he stormed from the room. I don't have time for this nonsense, he thought. I have a deadline I have to meet in a week. I'm not even close to completing it. If Maggie doesn't stop this pout of hers, I'll never be able to concentrate. Then where will this family be? No money coming in, that's for sure. Boy, that might make some people in this family unhappy. Anyway, Ted walked down the hall and opened his bedroom door. Ted, too, loved the feel of the room and felt calmer just entering it. He glanced at Maggie's figure in the large queen-size bed and noticed her tear-stained face. Her face had softened in sleep, and her golden brown hair fell in disarray around it. Something must really be wrong. Maggie just doesn't blow up like that. Jeff pondered the situation, but couldn't put his finger on a good reason for the outburst. He gently leaned over Maggie and gave her a kiss on the cheek. She stirred and groaned softly, but did not wake. Ted gazed at Maggie a moment longer, then retreated to his study. Soon he forgot the incident as he began to work on his latest software program. As Maggie slept, it seemed to her as if someone was calling out her name. Not quite able to hear, Maggie strained her body toward the voice. Suddenly, she felt wide awake. The voice calling out to her came from what appeared to be an angel hovering over her bed. Dressed in a dazzling white gown with shimmering gold wings, this angel was an exact copy of the guardian angel in Maggie's old catechism book. Maggie, wake up. I need to talk to you. The angel spoke directly to Maggie. Struggling to sit up in bed, Maggie rubbed her eyes and pinched her arm to make sure she was really awake. No way, she thought. It is a dream. But still, they say dreams are full of messages and meaning if we pay attention to them. Okay, I better listen to whatever this message is. I sure could use some inspiration right about now, that's for sure. Hello, Maggie said to the angel. Stupid, she said to herself. You sound like such an idiot. But what does one say to an angel? Having a good day? Would you like something to drink? No matter how you looked at it, there really was no appropriate way to handle talking to angels in dreams. I think I'll let her do the talking. Having decided this, Maggie shut up and waited for the angel to say something. Maggie, I have a proposition for you. I know your life has been on a downhill race for some time now. You've worked really hard to establish a comfortable home for your husband and children. There's no doubt you've created an atmosphere of outer beauty and harmony with your material possessions. All your friends think your life is absolutely perfect. Even your husband and children have been seduced by your efforts. But you know the truth. Something is missing in your lives. Having said this, The angel allowed herself to float over to the window and perch on the drapery rod. Dazzling light followed her like the rays of sunshine that shoot out from behind the shadows of clouds on a stormy day. Maggie's eyes followed the angel and noticed the radiance on the angel's face. I'd give anything to know the joy that angel possesses. I remember feeling that peacefulness as a child. When did I lose that spark? Tears filled Maggie's eyes again as she realized the extent of her unhappiness. How in the world could she turn the direction of her life around? No one in the family knew the despair or the emptiness that she felt. They were quite comfortable and secure. Could she sacrifice their tranquil lives to change her own? Wasn't that the ultimate selfishness? She'd always prided herself on her ability to put her family's needs ahead of her own. That was what a good wife and a mother did, after all. Besides, along the way, she'd made sure she'd gotten everything she thought she wanted for herself and the house. What could this angel have to offer that could change the direction of her life? Proposition? Maggie looked up at the angel with a frown. The angel smiled a little and floated down to Maggie's eye level. I want you to consider the following. If you do, I can guarantee your life will be radically different than it is today. Of course, what I can tell you is it won't be easy. Any significant changes only come at great cost. Wonderful. Okay, tell me. I'm dying to know what you could possibly offer me that might help put my life back on track. Maggie gazed at the angel with apprehension, but also she felt a little hope sneaking in. Her eyes shone with reflected light from the angel's brilliant aura. Leaning forward, her hands clasped together, Maggie offered her willing spirit to the angel. The angel stared intently into Maggie's eyes and softly whispered to her. Maggie listened, thought about the angel's words, shook her head yes, and jumped up from the bed. I'll do it, she declared resolutely. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain, but I can't tell anyone? How can I possibly get my family to cooperate? You'll think of something, the angel replied. I'm certain you will succeed. Okay, there we go. Part 2, down. Tune in tomorrow for part 3 to see what shenanigans Maggie and the angel are going to be up to. All right, love you guys. See you later.